Hi everyone, so today I want to show you how I made this card. So this is one that I did for Coca Rosa Studio Craft Haul. And I've shown you similar things to this, but I haven't actually shown you this exact one, so I thought I'd give it a go. And also this is A5, so I often have people asking for A5, so that's what I thought we'd have a go with. So the one I'm doing today, it's not going to be this exact one. We're doing it slightly differently. We're doing it with some nautical nostalgia papers, which I'll show you in a moment. And I've changed the width of the strips. I'm doing the strips slightly differently, so it's going to look slightly different to this one, but I just thought I'd give you this as a reference. So let's get into it. So for this card, I'm going to be using these papers. This is Nautical Nostalgia. This is available as a digital kit over on DRK Crafts, and there will be a link up on the, well, not a link, there'll be the website address on the screen. The links are all in the description below. So that's for digital kits. This is also available on Amazon as a paper pad. So this is the paper pad. This is the 8.5 by 8.5. So you've obviously got bits at the back there to cut out. And then you've got various different papers. Now, some of you would have seen this before, but I haven't really used this very much since I published it. So I thought, let me have a go with this. And also, everyone always needs mail cards. So I thought it'd be worth giving it a go. Now, as you probably know, all of these papers are about 100 GSM. They're printed on both sides. So you've got colour on one, pattern on the other. So if there's a pattern you don't like, you can probably use the colour on the back as a matte. But yeah, they're just nice. So I've tried to whatever the word is. I've tried to do them so that they're kind of the right way up. On this one, I've kind of done them, some of them sideways, like that one sideways, so you can actually got like a landscape card if you need to. Obviously, as you can see, I've really cut into these. So some of these are obviously bigger than the 8.5 because you've got that, you've got the, you've got less space. You know what I'm trying to say. So again, it's just all the same again, but obviously just in A4. So this is A4 size. So yeah, in fact, I think, is this letter? It's either letter or A4. I can't remember which one it is. But anyway, all the descriptions and the links and whatever are in the description below. So yeah, so let's get on with the card. So for the base card, you need one piece that is 5 3/4 by 8 1/4. Now, normally, I believe, yeah, no, that is an A5 size. I wasn't sure if I'd changed the length of it because of an A4 being 8 1/4 wide, but no, I think that's about right. So then you want to go ahead and you want to score it halfway at 4 1/8 on the long side, like that. And then you're also going to need 3 strips. I mean, you can change. You don't have to have 3. You could do 4, you could do 5, you could do 2, you could do whatever you want. So obviously on this one I've done 3. So I've got one here, one here, one here. You can change the heights of them, which I have actually done on this one. So with this I've done 2 that were, and I think they were like 1 inch. But obviously once I've punched them, they've turned out to be more like 7/8, but they were 1 inch high, and this one I think was 1.5 inches. Yeah, that was 1.5 inches. So I did 2 that were 1 inch by 9.5. Sorry, 9 1/4, and then I did one that was 1.5 inches high by 9 1/4 wide. It's the 9 1/4 that's the important bit. The height you can really change it up. These, I think, I'm not sure what I did. These were 1 inch. These were all 1 inch. So you can really, do what you want. If you wanted to, you could do like a deeper one here, then a slightly less than a thinner one at the top, and have them kind of graded up. You could do 5, you could do, I don't know, you could just do 1, you could do what you want. So yeah, but that's what I've done for mine. So on all of yours, you want to score them at 1/2 inch either edge. Now obviously, because I've already punched this, it makes it a little bit tricky. So it's basically 1/2 inch and 8 3/4. But I'm just doing 1/2 inch on either side because I want to make sure. I find it easier just to score here than to score over there. I'm going to cross over my arms otherwise. So let's just score all of these. So with your base piece, you just want to fold obviously that in half to make yourself what looks like a card blank. Now this actually is flat. It doesn't fold to go in the envelope. It's flat like that, which is why you end up with those bendy pieces, and it's also why you can then go ahead and stick a greeting on the front and not have to worry about folding it in half. So you've got that. So then you're going to need 4 pieces of matte that are 3 7/8 by 5 1/2. You need 3 pieces of pattern that are 3 5/8 by 5 1/4. And then you need 1 piece of white that is that same measurement, because you're going to put 2 pieces of pattern on the front here, like that. And then I've also got 1 piece of pattern for the back and 1 piece of white for my message on the back. So I'm going to go ahead now and I'm just going to stick down the back ones, not the front ones. Don't stick the front ones down yet. You'll see why in a moment. Okay, so let's turn this over now. So then with your strips, you just want to fold over and burnish all of your score lines. So on your tabs, you just want to go ahead and put red tape. If you have a punch design like I have, either don't punch fully to the ends or just be mindful of not going right up to the crease line, because you will end up with the stickiness coming through there and you don't want it sticking to itself when it's kind of flat. So just bear that in mind. But as I said, if you wanted to just not punch that far, that would probably be a good idea. In fact, what I would probably do is I would probably, if I do this again, I think I would score my lines, my 1/2 inch tabs first, and then I would punch, and I would only go down as far as that line, and then you could kind of mitre your edges, and then that way you wouldn't have to worry about that problem. Okay, so once you've done that, you're then going to take a pin or whatever it is you use to take red tape off, and then we're going to go ahead and put these on. Now I'm going to put mine, and this is a bit of an experiment because I've not done it before, but I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take the backing off one side, and I'm just going to raise it up slightly. So it's not going to be right on the bottom, it's just going to be raised up slightly. And the reason for doing this is because of where my mats and layers are, I feel like it needs to be up a little bit. Don't worry about the fact you can see white there at the moment, because once you've got everything on, you should be fine. We're just going to stick the left hand side on first. We're not going to bother with the right hand side just yet. We'll do that in a moment. So let's go ahead and put this top one on, and again I'm just going to try and bring that in, similar kind of border. Make sure it's nice and straight, it's not going off on a wonk like that, and you want to line your folded line up with the side of your card, and then we'll do the same with this one. And then one thing that's very important that you do, I'm just going to put that in the middle. Let me just see where the middle is. I mean, I could measure it, but I'm not going to. It's difficult because I can't get my head over it, otherwise you're going to see my head. So let me just guesstimate where it is. About there, I think. That'll do. I think that will do. Okay, so we've stuck those down on one side. So now what I'm going to do, before I forget, I'm going to go ahead now and come in and give these a bit of a curve. And it is important that you do give them a bit of a curve, because otherwise they're basically going to be flat, and then it's not really going to pop out in the same way. So you do want to kind of just give them a bit of a curve and try and make them equal curves, because mine have gone a bit wonky because I'm kind of curving from one side. So just try and curve them as best you can. Okay, so they're kind of trendy and bendy, as it were. And then what we want to do is open that up, and we're going to take one of our matte panels and go ahead and we're going to stick that down on there, and we're going to stick one on the other side. We're not going to do that one just yet, we're just going to do this side for now. Okay, so once you've done that, you're then going to go ahead and you want to stick these down. Now it does mean you've got to try and get that in. That is a bit tricky, but it's easier than, because otherwise you end up with these sticking on top. So we're going to go ahead now and stick these down. I'm going to peel the backing off, fold that over with the score on the scored edge, and just stick it flat. Okay, so then we can go ahead and stick this down on there. So you can see a bit of the tabs through around the side, but it's not too bad. Okay, so that's what you should end up with, hopefully. So you've got quite a lot of space there. So now we're going to go ahead and decorate, and I just thought I would use the just for you, which I've mounted the whole A4 sheet onto card and then just cut it out. So I've got the just for you, which is going to go on the front. I've cut out the little wheel thing, whatever you call it, and also the wave. So I'm going to go ahead now and stick that down, and I think I'm going to put that on the front. And again, when you're sticking, don't stick it flat. So you're not going to stick the whole of that. Just choose a little bit and then just stick like a line, because you kind of want it to stand proud. So we're going to get I'm going to use red tape, I think, for this. So if we just cut a chunk, and because this is going to be folded flat, at least you don't have to worry about, what it is you put on the front. So I'm lining that up with the centre, where my centre line is, and then I'm just going to take this and position it so it is bang on in the centre. Like that, and then when you pop it up, as you can see, it stands, you see how it stands proud. And then we're just going to go ahead and add the other bits in. And obviously you could add more to that if you wanted to, or you could put, I was thinking about putting a little boat on the bottom, but then I wasn't sure, so I've just kept it quite simple. I do like the idea of having the punched borders. I think it adds a little bit extra, a little bit more interest. You could turn it into a scene as well if you wanted, so you could actually have boats and things on the back, maybe have less strips, or just have a strip top and bottom and don't have one in the middle. There's lots of things you could do. So yeah, so that's a super quick video, just showing you how to make an A5 Trendy Bendy fun fold card. Now, if you want to do this as a 5x7, I will be doing, in fact, let me just give you I can give you the dimensions now, because it's really not that dissimilar to this one. So I'll put the measurements up on the screen. So for this, you will need a base card if you want to do an A5. So this is what the A5 one looks like. This is my little sample. As you can see, it's just a slightly smaller. It's not a lot smaller, just a little bit smaller. So this, you need a base card that's 5x7. And then you need 3 strips. These were 1 inch by 8. So again, if you want to change the height, you can, but then keep the width of them. The base card, you're going to score 3.5 inches on the long side, and then these little strips, again, you're just going to score 1/2 inch on either end. And then the mat card for this, you need 4 pieces that are 3.25 by 4.75. And on top of 3 of those, you're going to put 3 pattern pieces that are 3 inch by 4.5. And then obviously for the back, you've got 1 pattern and then 1 white. And the white will be the same, which is 3 inches by 4.5. So there you go. So you could either go for an A5 or a 5x7. They really are quite similar. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video today. Don't forget to go and check out DRK Crafts and check out my digital kits. Also, if you want them already pre-printed, go check out Amazon, because they're on Amazon. Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.